Hey guys, Jaws the Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Dirge. So, here he is in his jet mode. I finally got Dirge 3 years after he was originally released. That's right, he wasn't originally released in Legacy Evolution, but rather in the War for Cybertron Earthrise line, but as an Amazon 2-pack with Ramjet, which, for those who don't remember, that 2-pack was heavily scalped, and, no one could get it. So, but luckily, 3 years later, Hasbro has finally decided to reissue Dirge, at least, and, they delivered. Now just please reissue Ramjet and Thrust, please, please. But anyways, starting off here, let's take a look at the packaging. I'm not sure if the artwork that they use here is the same one as they used on the Earthrise, because I never owned that one, so I'm not familiar with it. On the side here, you just get him running and stuff, and he's looking pretty angry. He's angry that he dies all the time whenever he shows up, like literally. There's a QR code right there, so you can scan that if you want. And on this side, you get one half of the Legacy Evolution artwork. On the back, let's get this here. For some reason, this is like all empty here. this looks very strange. It's like there should be like a lot more here than just this empty void. But anyways, these 23 steps, and you get these CGI renders right here. And Dirge, and then there's all this down here, not a whole lot. And the bottom, there's this. Oh yeah, I got them at GameStop. And that's it for the packaging. So let's bring Dirge right back into the camera. And let's finally take a look at him, because I never thought I'd be able to get a hold of this guy. Back in 2020, when he was being heavily scalped. But yeah, here he is. And I think he does look pretty nice. So let's get an up-close look at his play mode. I think it's nice. It's kind of funny how just like the tip here, the little nose cone tip is like painted, because they didn't do that with the main three Seekers, Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. But for this guy, they did. They just painted that tip, and that looks kind of odd, but I think it is cartoon accurate. So yeah, and you got all this right here. You get the Decepticon logos print on the wings, and luckily they're not gold plastic, unlike the original. And you get some mini wings right here, and yeah, and you got the feet right there, just turn into thrusters. And here's the bottom, not too shabby. And yeah, so that's pretty much it there for jet mode. So but there's still more stuff we gotta look at. And of course, the first we'll take a look at is his accessories. Now these are his Nore guns, cannons, whatever. But unfortunately, they're the exact same ones from the main three. And for those who don't know, the Coneheads have their own unique kind of cannons, unlike the main trio. So I think his were kind of like big, almost like thicker, much bigger ones. Like they look like if he blasted at you, you'd be dead in like 1 second. But these are just kind of the standard ones, which is kind of a bummer. But hopefully, I'm not sure if there's an upgrade kit company or whatever that's made, the more cartoon accurate cannons. I mean, maybe they're accurate as the cartoon. I know the original toys didn't have. They're actually no, it did. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get the more accurate cans from a design kit company. I don't know. Maybe they do exist, because this guy's been out for a lot longer than you think if, you didn't know this guy was an Earthrise. So yeah. Now, anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Here he is with, why not, G1 thrust. And I forgot the little thing here, the little landing wheels. Not sure where they are. Somewhere upstairs, I think. Yep, here they are. And yeah, just why not? And last but not least, here he is with Starscream, Starscream, so you can see kind kind of the differences that they got here with the mold, because obviously the Thundercracker and Skywarp 2-pack, those, I mean, of course they're supposed to be identical to Starscream in terms of molding and stuff, but Thundercracker was just the exact same with new colored plastic and paint, while Skywarp was also the same except for his face. He had that kind of weird shock / screaming face. But well, at least with the Coneheads, you get more unique plane modes and even robot modes. So there's that. It's primarily the same, just the wings are obviously different, and the colors are different, and yeah. So there's this. So yeah, and that's pretty much it for the alt mode size comparison. So let's get right down into the transformation, which for the most part is the same, but there's some new things that we haven't seen before with the other three. So I'll just move back the camera here and move it up. Okay, so starting off right here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move down these panels right here, the shin panels, and then next untab the legs and then kind of move them outwards like that. They'll just kind of go out like that. That's pretty cool, I'd say. And then close up the shin panels right here. And then next split apart the legs, then flip up the toes and the heels. And there you go. You just move these backwards now just a little bit. And now we get to the upper half. So what you want to do here is you kind of want to move this up and do the same right here. And then next you just want to move back this section right here and swing out the arms right there. So they should look like that. And then next you just want to untab this area of the canopy area, nose cone. And then after that you just want to disconnect that right there, and then just rotate that around, and then kind of have it like this, move the nose cone right there, and then there's this like little tab here that goes in that slot. You just want to bring this all forward right there, and then close the chest up, and then you can bring down this nose cone area even more, and that's stay right back there. So yeah, as you can tell, we're already almost done. We just gotta do a few more little things, like 2 more things actually. So yeah, now what you want to do here is you just want to bring forward the forearm section here, and then swing this down, close this up, and then flip down the hand, and you want to do the exact same thing right here. There we go. Close that up, flip that down, and once you got that all done, there you guys have Dirge in his robot mode. I gotta say, he does look pretty nice. But there's some little issues I have, mainly with the paint, but we'll get into that, I guess, right now. So, anyways, yeah, starting off here, let's take a look at the head sculpt. Really nice, definitely, She-One Dirge. The only complaint is he's got his mouth wide open and stuff, and, similar to how what they did on Skywarp. It's just, I prefer to have a more neutral expression. I understand why, because they want to make it a bit more unique, but I don't want him screaming like 24/7. If he's doing that, then there's a serious problem right there. But yeah, there's that. But besides that, it looks pretty nice. And I love the gold paint that they have right up here, and the little red triangles. They're kind of like a reddish orange. And yeah, now this is the only. This is what I said before about the paint, about my complaints about, the paint shop here. As you can see, this is all like, it might be painted, but if it is, it's just one color. It's the same one black color, nothing else. It looks really bland. They should have added a bit more paint and stuff in here, because that looks boring. Like, the details in there look cool, but at least with the other 3 Seekers, that had kind of like areas where the color broke up, but here it's just all one color. It's just like, and yeah, in some other areas, I guess you could use more paint, like I guess the arms, but definitely this chest area, that's just, but yeah, you got the knees right here. They're painted pretty nicely, and the shins as well. And I love how they painted the feet. So that looks pretty nice. And I love too how they have the Decepticon logos printed even on the kind of the bomb side of the wings. That's pretty cool. Like they didn't have to put that in, but they did. So props to the Hasbro designers. And yeah, and got kind of all this hanging out back right here, specifically the nose cone. Again, wish there was a way that kind of just locked in instead of just that. I mean, it's not like loose or anything. I mean, maybe over time it will be, God forbid. But yeah, and you got these things kind of just right back here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that right there for the paint details. Yeah, besides the chest, I think he does have a decent paint job, but yeah, just this looks so boring. But yeah, no, anyways, for the articulation, it's pretty much the same as the others. Ball joint at the head, so you can move side to side. It's really tight here. You can't move up his head that far, so that's good. So you can, if he's like in flight position right here, then you can just like look up, and he can look down that far. Shoulders can move outwards that far, and can rotate a full 180. He does have bicep swivel, a bend at the elbow. The hands can go back and forth. Unfortunately, no waist swivel, like with the other Seekers. That's a bit of a bummer. But if you move like the skirt piece up, then you can move the legs up, and then only that much. And then, sadly, they can only move back that far thanks to this piece right here. So, yeah, real shame. Some limits in articulation, and the legs can move outwards that far. And then there's a thigh swivel, a bend at the knee, ankle pivots, and the toes can move up and down. So, yeah, it's a little lackluster articulation, especially for Voyager, but, it's nothing new because I've already taken a look at 3 other, versions of this mold. Yeah, that's one complaint with this Earthrise Seeker mold is just I wish there was more articulation. Like that's literally it. I just wish there was more articulation. Because besides that, it's pretty good mold, but could use some more articulation, especially with the legs, and definitely he needs a waist and wrist swivels too. He's liking a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, for accessories, guys, Nullary cannons, and you just attach them right here. Oh, I don't think this tabbed out all the way, or moving out. There we go. So you just want to move this, put these in, and there you go. So now he's all complete, but it's not Dirge's cannons. Like it just doesn't feel like his, which really isn't. It's just it's like if he took one of like Thundercracker's or Skywarp's null rays or whatever, and then paint them black, and then that. Yeah, a little bit of a bummer. But yeah, no. Anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with G1 thrust. So you can see the main reason I pulled G1 thrust out is just so you guys could see how the cone heads have evolved. The cone head mold, at least. I don't have G1 Dirge or Ramjet. I just have thrust. The closest thing he got right here. But yeah, and last but not least, here he is with Earthrise Starscream. And yeah, you can see a bit less changes here. I mean, like the knees are definitely different. The head's obviously different. He doesn't have like these like little fins right here. Instead, he has his primary wings, and instead of having these huge wings right here, he's got the little ones there. But yeah, besides that, it's pretty much the same mold. Or actually, I know it's even the chest is different. You can see there, it's different molding. Just a shame that there's not really paint there, so you can, really tell, at least right away. But yeah, the changes are good enough. I'd say it's Dirge enough, except for the Nullary cannons, which they came with new ones. But yeah, so there you guys have the robot mode size comparisons. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Dirge. And yeah, I guess it's a pretty fun figure to fiddle with. The alt mode looks pretty good. The robot mode looks good too. Just some complaints. Just like with the other 3, just the Earthrise Seeker mold in general. I'd say I just wish I had more articulation, particularly with the legs. Because the kind of little butt flap like thing is kind of hinders the legs from going back too much far. Um, and and the elephant in the room obviously is the waist. That would be nice to have that, and wrist swivel as well. And the other complaint I have with the rollout mode for really just this guy in particular is the lack of paint on the chest. You know, um, I mean, it may be cartoon accurate, but still, there's all that nice detail. It'd be nice to have it break up a little bit, like add a little blue here on like the sides of the abdomen. But well, whatever. But the old mode, yeah, that looks probably the best it can look for a mainline Dirge. So, overall, pretty good figure. I'd say this might be one of my more favorites of the Seeker mold or third Seeker mold. Besides the chest lacking paint, I think it's still really good, pretty fun figure. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. So, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.